Right, just thought I'd show these coaches that I've been doing. So they've got the cheap people on board, which have been tarted up a bit, but they look quite nice in there. So what I'll do, I'll just power up the cabin, each cabin. Got one there having a sleep. There we go. They look so much better. Populated, these coaches. The lighting as well, and I'll turn on the table lamps now. There we go. All looks so much better. And of course you can adjust individual lighting setups, or you can program them in different ways. You can do like fluorescent lighting, flicker, delayed turn on, a faulty fluorescent bulb. You can do all sorts of programming on the actual ESU lighting boards. They're really good. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Let's turn them off. You can work them in different ways. There we go, all off. Table lamps off. And of course we've got that delayed power back up now, so if I take it off the rails, you can see it still lights up for a couple of seconds. That's just enough to keep it working 100%, because there's about 30, there's over 30 LEDs on each coach, so it's quite a lot of lighting. But anyway, that's good. I'm quite happy with that now. Yeah. So that's another project. Just got a couple more. Sorry, I've got 2 more coaches to do. And it's really fiddly putting the people in, because you've got to really shape them and just manipulate them so they look like they're sitting okay. It can be awkward to do because you haven't got a lot of space on the mouldings, on the seats and the tables, etc. It's supposed to be a lot easier in 00 scale. I'd never like to attempt it in N scale. But anyway, so that's that. So this is the other item, which is, I'm going to run this in a minute. I've had to, I put this on the programming track, and this is now the longest programming track I've got on the stainless steel plinth. So this train needs to be connected at both ends to program, etc. It's quite awkward because you've got 2 motors at each end but only 1 decoder, and I was just looking into it, resetting the decoder settings, and I've not messed with this train for quite a few years. And it's got a lens 21 pin chip in there, which is really good, but I might upgrade it to a Lot Pilot 5 21 pin and put a couple of cube speakers in there, because I think when this came out, when I first got it, I didn't know much about sound. I didn't know a lot about sound anyway. I don't think the cube speakers were available, so well, as you see, you can see it on there, it looks nice. And I'll just put on the lighting. There we go, you can see the lighting there. It just looks beautiful. And again, I'd like to populate this, but it's got quite dark glass, so I don't even know whether it's worth doing. It's probably worth putting a couple here and there, say 8 or 9 in each coach. People just drop them in. But it is nice, and it's got the digital lighting at each end that swaps over. Got a driver in there as well, don't know if you can see it. I think I put that driver in there myself. I cannot remember because I've had this that long. But I've actually had some damage on this loco. I scraped it all down the side here, but I've resprayed this section in where it was damaged. I think it's, I'm not even sure, it might be on the other side, but I've had to carefully respray one of these areas in, and it looks a bit of a state. So anyway, it's all looking nice now. I think I had a high-speed crash at some point, few years ago. But you can see the detail on the pantographs. It's got the hidden couplings there. It's just really beautifully done. It's got the aerodynamics, fairings that trail off, and it really does look nice. It's such a nice looking model. The Belgian version, the Thales, is that's got some sort of dome on one of the roofs. I'm not sure what that is. It's like some sort of radar on the roof. Someone did tell me what that was a few years ago. I just can't remember. Maybe it's something to do with mobile phones or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, so I'm going to get this going on the... I've got it on platform 2. I've got all the coaches lined up on platform 2. So I've got 8 coaches there all wired up. And what I'm going to do, just connect the rest of it up and then just bring it out from the station and run it. But I was thinking, obviously I've been looking into making this train run faster, because it doesn't run really fast. It's okay and it's acceptable, but if you really want to boot up the speed, it just doesn't do it. The reason is it's because it's only one decoder powering 2 motors, and the motors, I think the motors are only set to run on the circuit board. It's only set to run 14,200 revolutions a minute. That's why it doesn't go above that, no matter what you do on the settings. And to get round it, I think you've got to wire the motors in series, but again, that can cause overheating. You can stress the decoder operating 2 motors. If you put too many amps through it, it'll probably shut the decoder off or overheat it. That's what my electronics friend said anyway. He said the best way around it is to put coreless motors in, and it'll do away with that, and you can run it as fast as you want. But it's no big deal, because my layout's not a massive layout anyway, so it'll be okay as it is. I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. I'm not going to go down that line of trying to modify it. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. Although I might upgrade to lock sound 5. Put a sound chip in it. That would be worth doing. So I think that's going to be the next project on that. So let's get it going on the layout. Right, so we've got it on the tracks. It's quite an incredibly hard train to... You've got to make sure when you connect this train up that the connections are really true and straight, and not to connect it up at any angles, otherwise you've got risk of bending the pins. But other than that, it just connects fairly easy. You've just got to bear in mind, you know, you've got the lighting runs through the couplings, and the control for both motors at each end of the train, but it's all on there now. So I'm just going to power it up manually and work it manually, completely manual control. So I'm just going to set a route, and let's have a look. Select TGV. I'll put all the settings back to default on the train, on the decoder. That's running out of there nice, all through the viaduct. Sorry, the cutting viaduct. I've not got a viaduct. Don't know why I said that. Anyway, let's boost it up to some speed. It runs quite fast, to tell you the truth. I have boosted up the voltage on the track to 18 volts. So I think that has made a bit of a difference. That's all 12 cars now running around. It's slowing down at the far end of the layout. I think it's because there's there must be a slight drop in voltage on the track, and it's the decoder's struggling a bit. It's always done that. so's the other one as well. But other than that, it's running okay. I've got a bit of a squeaky electrical pickup on the wheel. Just need to address. But it's a beautiful looking train, and it looks great running around the layout. But like you say, it only just about gets in the station, this length. It'll run round like that all day long without any problems. It'll never derail. All looking nice. We'll get some low angle shots of the actual train running past now. Right, so there we go. I'm going to bring it back in the station now. It's at about 20 odd laps now, so I'm going to slow it down. Slow it down and then bring it into the station. These sound good when there's two of them running, one in each direction. Sounds quite nice. So I'm going to set the route and bring it into platform 8. I'll just set the route now, so slow it right down and watch it come into platform 8 now. Got a bit too fast actually. Straight through. I apologise for that squeaking sound. There's a new coach, a new bar coach. It's looking nice that. And then I'll just bring it to a nice gradual stop there. So that's it. I've got that running nice. I mean, it fits quite nice in that platform there, but platform 2, which is this one, it's sort of the nose comes to about there, which is a bit too it's not very good. Could do with extending or making some adjustments to the station, but I don't really want to do that just for one train, so yeah. Anyway, it's working fine, and that's it. Thanks again for watching.